Hello Year 7, welcome to Lesson 5, Task 14. We're going to be looking in more detail at the character of Joseph Bilicki from The Silver Sword. We're going to explore how the author, Ian Serraillier, presents the character of Joseph by looking at an extract from chapter 3. So, on the screen in front of you, you should now have a recap of what it is we need to be looking for when we're analysing an extract of text. So this is a guide to help you. Let's have a closer look at what it is we need to do. So remembering that we use point, evidence and analyse when we're looking at an extract. So what it is that the writer is trying to tell us. Okay, the evidence is that piece of text on how they use the language or the structure to do this. So whether there's some repetition or some alliteration, a rule of three, tricolon, maybe a metaphor or a simile. And then we're analysing why they're doing this. What is it they're trying to tell us and how are they trying to present that character? On the screen in front of you is the piece of text that we are going to be exploring. Okay, Joseph showed the old woman the tattered photos of his family. He had taken them out of his wallet so many times to look at them that they were creased and crumpled and finger marked all over. Okay, so we need to start with the point we're trying to make. Okay, what is the writer trying to tell us about Joseph? Okay, so if Joseph is taking out of his pocket tattered photos of his family, what might that be suggesting to us? Okay, are things likely to be tattered if you folded it and put it in your pocket the first time? Okay, why might you look at something repeatedly? Perhaps he is missing his family. So once we've figured out what we're trying to say, the fact that Joseph is missing his family, we need to think about how the writer has used language to show us this. Okay, so picking up on those keywords that we are going to need, Joseph showed the old woman the tattered photos of his family. So not just any photos, the photos are tattered. Okay, he'd taken them out of his wallet so many times to look at them that they were creased and crumpled and finger marked all over. We just move on to the next screen, which has zoomed in for us, okay, on these words. So I've picked up on the word tattered, thinking about what word might suggest to us. So thinking about what things might be tattered. You might have a tattered pair of jeans because you've worn them a lot of times. They're your favourite pair of jeans. So they might become a bit stained, have a hole in the knee. Okay, so they mean a lot to you. Okay, they're well loved. It might be a book that you have that you've read over and over again because you particularly enjoy it. Okay, we've got creased and crumpled as well. We've picked up on here at the bottom. Okay, so the two words starting with the same letter. Those words are adjectives to describe what the picture looks like. Okay, what kind of technique is that when we use two words beginning with the same letter, one after another? And then think about why the writer uses those words. Moving on from that, we've got creased, crumpled and finger marked. So we've got three adjectives about the photos. And when we have three words together, we have to think about what we use. So what technique is called? What do they tell us about that photo and how Joseph might be feeling? Okay, so they're creased and crumpled and they've got lots of finger marks all over them. Have they been looked at just once, twice, or lots and lots of times? Okay, why might they be looked at lots of times? Okay, so can you remember what technique it is when a writer lists three adjectives together? So now we've pulled out some keywords. We've looked at what the writer is trying to tell us about Joseph. Okay, we've looked at how we know this information, how we know that Joseph is missing his family. We need to try and explain why Serraillier is trying to show this about Joseph. Okay, so why is the writer showing the photo to be worn and in such a bad condition? So in front of you now, we've put all of those ideas together to be able to respond to the question, how is Sorelier presenting Joseph in this extract? So we put the point down first that in this quotation, the writer is showing us how much Joseph is missing his family. Okay, the writer does this in a number of ways. The use of the adjective tattered describes the photograph, implies that it is worn and has been handled a lot. The writer also uses a tricolon to emphasize the condition of the photograph. The adjectives creased, crumpled, and finger marked imply that this is well loved and regularly pulled out of his pocket. This suggests that Joseph looks at the photograph often and is something of great value and importance to him. It tells us how important his family are to him and how much he misses them and makes us feel sympathetic towards him. The condition of the photograph also reflects the difficult journey that Joseph himself has been on. Joseph, like the photograph, is worn and tired and crumpled because of what has happened to him. So, your next task is to answer the question, how does Sorelier present Joseph in this extract? You can write a short paragraph using the techniques that we've looked about in this extract would be fantastic. Good luck, and I look forward to seeing all of your responses.